Everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're doing the weekend broadcast today, as we usually do on a Saturday. Very interesting weather coming up over the next few days. It's going to be really hard to pin down the detail on the next few days. We're going to have more snow in places. We're also going to have rain and sleet coming into the mix as well from Monday onwards. And where the rain, sleet and snow dividing lines are, it's impossible to say today. So it's going to be a case of just going through the general trends through the week, and then you're going to have to keep an eye on your national and local forecast over the next few days, as well as keep coming back to GavsWeatherVids.com to see how the detail is progressing on a day-by-day basis, because it's just too hard, really, for me to pin down exactly where the rain and snow is going to be through the course of the coming week. Now, before we go on video, I just want to mention the advertising. There'll usually be a video ad overlay my weather videos at GavsWeatherVids.com. Please play those videos. You'll be supporting GavsWeatherVids.com by doing that. Websites we're using for the video are coming from the Met Office, weathercentral.de and weatheroutlook.com. All three of those websites can be found on my links page. So we'll quickly get on with the video, and we've got the snow showers up here to the northeast. They've been quite heavy through the course of the morning, but they're now starting to ease down a bit across eastern Scotland and northeast England. But brighter colours, the yellow colours here indicating there's still some quite heavy snow showers around, but I think they'll continue to ease down through the course of this afternoon, becoming more sort of snow flurries and light snow showers. Elsewhere, we have got a few snow flurries scattered about here and there, but generally it's one of those improving days. After a snowfall, you tend to get the day after. It's like an improving day with the snow gradually petering out, becoming lighter and lighter, and of course things slowly start to get back to normal on the ground. And although we've got a few snow flurries scattered about the country today, so I think we are improving very gradually. So this is the jet stream forecast for today. Just very quickly, I know some of you like to see where the jet stream is. It's tracking well to the south of the country here. It comes out of Newfoundland. Very, very strong jet, really intense jet stream, but it's tracking well to the south as we've got that blocking area of high pressure up to the northeast. So that's deflecting the jet stream down to the south of the country. That's the reason it's so cold. We're on the cold side of the jet with a blocking area of high pressure. There it is, feeding in bitterly cold air off the continent. So this is today's weather chart, and we've got this area of high pressure up here over Scandinavia, bringing this easterly wind in across the country. So that's going to be what we have for today. Really, we're going to be seeing those easterly winds feeding in across the country. A lot of cloud across the country as well, and there'll be a few snow flurries scattered about. We have had some heavy snow showers in the northeast. They'll gradually ease down. It's going to be a cold day today with temperatures just around the freezing mark. Many of us maybe a degree or so above. Very, very slight for the lying snow. But really nothing particularly significant in terms of the snow thawing away. Overnight, it's going to turn very cold and frosty. Despite the fact we keep a lot of cloud going across the country, it's going to be a very frosty night with temperatures down to -3, -4, -5. If you get any clearer breaks over the snow cover, you could get as low as -8 tonight, so a really hard frost in any clear breaks. But the clear breaks will be fairly scattered. I think it's generally going to be quite a cloudy night for many of us. Again, a few snow flurries scattered about, but nothing particularly significant. And then as we go into Sunday, well then we've got a problem with low pressure developing over France. And now we're going to have a look at the facts charts from the UK Met Office. These are the human interpretation of the forecasters by of the models by the forecasters at Met Office. As I said, we've got this problem on Sunday with low pressure starting to edge in from France. So I think although many of us start off on a dry, bitterly cold and cloudy note, with just limited brighter breaks in the west, we're going to find outbreaks of snow developing across southeastern England through the course of Sunday, and that snow will gradually start to feed up into parts of central southern England, the East Midlands and East Anglia. Now, it's difficult to say how heavy this is going to be, but certainly for the southeast, I would expect another 5 to 10 centimetres, quite widely in some places. 10 centimetres is 4 inches. Coming up in towards the East Midlands, probably 2 to 5 centimetres. East Anglia, 5 to 10 centimetres. So quite a significant snow event taking place again tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening in this southeastern corner. Elsewhere, a few snow flurries about, but also a lot of cloud and mainly dry weather. Some brighter breaks likely in the west, but they'll be quite limited. Again, it's generally quite a cloudy day. Very, very cold again tomorrow with temperatures barely above freezing in many places. Moving into Sunday night, and that low pressure then is pushing this weather front further north. So I think we're seeing the snow moving from the East Midlands and East Anglia up in towards Lincolnshire, northeast England eventually. Winds picking up again in the northeast as well, so some of that snow will drift again. It could be quite heavy. And again, we're bringing more rain, sleet and snow into the far southwest of England. Ireland could get a dumping of snow as well on Sunday night. Elsewhere, dry weather mainly, but some snow flurries about. It'll be another very cold night. Actually, the skies could clear behind this front across southern parts of England and into South Wales. If that happens, it'll be a really cold night with temperatures as low as -10. That's 14 Fahrenheit over the snow cover, so possibly very, very frosty and icy in the south once that snow moves through on Sunday evening. Now, as we move through into Monday, that weather system, that weather front is lying there across northern England, moving up in towards Scotland as well. And then we've got another little low pressure running across southern parts of the country. So what we're looking at on Monday is snow across much of Scotland and northeast England. Some of that will be heavy. It could turn more towards rain and sleet on the coast of northeast England, on the east coast, but generally coming inland across northeast England and Scotland, and I think you will be finding snow, particularly to the east, but some perhaps getting through to western parts as well. Then we have a drier slot for England and Wales, very frosty and icy start, but more rain, sleet and snow could push across England and Wales through the course of Monday afternoon. Very difficult to say where the rain, sleet and snow is going to be, so just a general warning for England and Wales with rain, sleet and snow possible on Monday afternoon. Temperatures again really struggling to get above freezing. Very complex picture as we go into Tuesday with this low pressure really just over the top of the country. We've got these weather fronts here. This one probably still bringing snow to much of northern and eastern Scotland. This one bringing a mix of rain, sleet and snow across England and Wales. Again, it's really difficult to say where the snow and the rain and sleet dividing lines are going to be. So you're going to have to keep checking back with the detail day by day to see how things are developing. In between, northern England probably mainly dry, but probably some really hard frost. Temperatures again struggling to get above freezing. Many of us 1 or 2 degrees above freezing perhaps in places, but really it's a cold continuation up to the middle of the week. This is the chart from the GFS model for Wednesday, and bringing another little area of low pressure into the southwest here. Again, it's impossible to say what's going to happen with that, but a risk again of rain, sleet, snow across many southern and southwestern parts of the country. To the northeast, probably we're seeing that snow petering out across northern eastern Scotland, and in between mainly dry but probably frosty and icy, particularly at night. Moving into Thursday, and the high pressure is still dominating over Scandinavia, so it's still cold. It's mainly dry on Thursday, I think, but it will be cold, perhaps even a colder day, if anything, with temperatures really struggling to get above freezing. Mostly dry, there'll be a lot of ice around, and still a few snow flurries in places, maybe a bit of rain and sleet down in the southwest. And then on Friday, well, maybe signs that we start to bring the Atlantic in then, so we might start to push a band of rain, perhaps preceded by snow across the country, and then turning milder behind that with westerly winds, but really that's very uncertain, and the cold weather is hanging on to the east of the country. As we move into next weekend, the suggestion then that we've got low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, but again we're very close to that cold air. Have a look at the dew points, there they are for next Saturday. The cold air is very, very close to the country. It wouldn't take much of an adjustment for us still to be cold going into next weekend. If I have a look at charts from the Weather Outlook, don't take these two literally once we get past tomorrow, but for today I've got me snow showers in the northeast and a few snow flurries scattered about here and there. It's cold everywhere. There's the risk of that substantial snow in the southeast tomorrow, gradually moving northwards through the course of the day in towards the East Midlands, East Anglia and Lincolnshire as well. Could be some significant snow in with that going through to Monday. Well, the snow then is up to the northeast. It's moved up the east coast. It could be rain along the east coast of northeastern England, but inland across northeast England and Scotland it's snow. And then the risk of rain, sleet and snow there for England and Wales as well. Very difficult to say what's happening with that. You're going to have to keep checking back, but there could be significant snow in places again on Monday across England and Wales, but there'll be some rain mixed in other areas. Tuesday, rain, sleet and snow again. Very difficult to say where the snow will be. This is showing Wales and the Midlands, but don't take it too literally. The model doesn't really know yet what's happening with that. Wednesday, things getting a little bit of an improvement coming along. There could be some rain and snow in the southwest, but it's mainly dry elsewhere. Thursday, mainly dry weather, but it will be cold. And Friday, well, there's the suggestion that we bring the Atlantic through, taking rain across all parts of the country and starting to lift those temperatures up. But it's a long way off, and I wouldn't take that too seriously. The cold air, even into next weekend, is very, very close. It wouldn't take too much for it to hang on. So, in summary, it looks like it's staying cold for the foreseeable future. More snow to come, particularly across the southeast tomorrow, moving up into the East Midlands, East Anglia and northeastern parts of England. And then from Monday onwards, it's a mix of rain, sleet, snow. Will be significant snow continuing in places into next week, but there'll also be some rain and sleet. Where that dividing line, as I say, between those rain, sleet and snow areas is too early to say. We're going to need a high resolution model, so keep checking back. I'll be updating all the time. But generally, it's staying cold and wintry for the foreseeable future. That's it for now. Keep warm. Bye for now.